Hi and welcome to the Woodland. I'm Robert Dutton, professional artist from Leeds, and today we're going to be using Royal Talens products, the pastels, the Rembrandt pastels. We're going to be using the gouache and watercolour, all in combination to paint this beautiful and sublime landscape that we see here. So let's get started. Okay, so having drawn it out and got everything mapped out and ready on this beautiful soft watercolour paper, we're then going to turn to using the highly pigmented Rembrandt watercolours. Bluebells aren't just blue, they're purple, so we're conscious that I've not actually got any on yet, so I'm just adding a few of the main elements of those, mixing ultramarine and a bit of violet and a tiny bit of cerulean blue. Sword liner gives us a great opportunity to put detail in here as well. Paint's gone a bit thicker now, which is deliberate, using gouache. A little element of it, and just adding some of the texture in the foreground. Using a big Chinese brush now, I'm able to work wet in wet as the washes are working brilliantly, combining the gouache and the Royal Talens watercolour together. Amazing detail you can get with just such a large brush with a bit of care. Great, so we've reached the stage now where all the initial washes have given us this beautiful foundation on which to work. We're now going to build up further layering within the painting using gouache, but this time with the addition of white. That will help us build further mark making of the foliage across the top of these. Using an old hog brush or even an old toothbrush is ideal to help build up some of the textures in this. There's an absolute mass of leaves. So on occasion, not all over, it's just good to have the addition of a bit of texture. The strong pigmentation in all of the Royal Talens products, here these water media, is producing amazing colour rendition. I've mixed a fantastic lilac colour up here, and as you see, just using this long hair brush gives great detail. Foreground and background now link beautifully, but we haven't really established too much of the real depth and extra textures in it. For that, we're going to now use pastels, the beautiful Rembrandt pastel range. Full range here in the 3-tier box sets that I have. I've got 2 out on display, and we're going to use the range of the different colours intermixing here and bring this to real life. Pastels are lovely to work with in the Rembrandt range. They're not too hard, not too soft, they've got great pigmentation and don't crumble. I'm just using the yellow here just to scumble across the top of the tree. Mixed media gives you the best of everything really, both drawn and painted marks, all in the same painting. Okay, we're going to leave it there for now. After a very free flow start, you can see how all the elements are coming together. It's looking a little bit dark at the minute, so we really do need to finish it off in the studio. But what a great way to show you the process so far of building layering with all of that fantastic watercolour, gouache, right through the different semi-transparent, opaque, translucent stages, and the drawing and painting marks with these fantastic Rembrandt pastels. So studio's the way we need to finish it. That's the next final stage. Lovely loaded brush now. What I'm doing with it is dragging it through here, being conscious of shape, but at the same time these passages of colour that I've applied previously, so that we can actually save some of the wonderful foliage. See how we can work that together. You get unity in there. I've just introduced Viridian Green with my indigo. A little bit of that together to help build up the darks in the background. Picking up colours from our Bluebell mixture plate, we can actually see how we can actually drop those in as a wet in wet technique as well, all the way through there for the Bluebells in shadow. I've included white now into the mix of the greens. It gives a lovely opacity to it that's going to go across the top of our whites. You can see how light on dark works so successfully with that gouache. Very happy with the way the painting is actually now developed. It's got great layering, depth, clean colour, all thanks to the beautiful Rembrandt products and high quality pigmentation that everything we've been using so far has attained. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the Rembrandt pastels for our final marks and concentrate on highlights and texture. That's the final stage. Yellow is a life giver to any painting. This lovely subtle yellow of high pigmentation from the Rembrandt pastel gives this passage in this woodland sparkle. You can see here's a brand new stick without the wrapper off. Unusual for me because they're normally off and broken. You can see dragging that across that lovely surface. Long raking shadows in the woodland, pulling everything together. The painting's complete, or is it? We're going to use the Royal Talens concentrated fixative. Great fixative that really doesn't clog and will actually act as a drawing aid, and we'll deliberately darken certain areas of the pastel, and that will bring extra depth again to the work. So here we are, our completed woodland painting celebrating that glorious spring light. Also celebrates the wonderful products that have been created by Royal Talens, from their Van Gogh gouache through to their Rembrandt watercolours and superb Rembrandt pastels. They can all be bought from any high quality retailer. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel too, because there's going to be many more films on their way with lots more art techniques. Thanks for watching.